I've never rented anything before, anything large that has to go on a trailer, like a tractor or a backhoe. Today I'm out getting a rental. We're gonna dig some holes. They're telling me I have to drive this thing onto the trailer, so I'm gonna get a little experience before I get home. Right now, the rental worker is bringing my machine up. It's not a fast one. I did this in the sandbox when I was a kid. It can't be that hard, right? So we got a couple of controls here and there and there and there. I'm not sure what any of them do right now, but he's going to show me. I just did that. Now for the drive home and to get this thing put to work. There's a lot of movement on that. It's going to be interesting just getting used to that. See you back at the house. Microphone wasn't on. Good? Yep. Where do you want it? Soil is so wet and dense clay right now that it's just it would be torturous to dig that with a shovel. My microphone was off earlier, so you didn't get to hear me say as we were walking over here, I really want to be driving this thing. I want my son to get experience, but I kind of want to do it myself. It just looks like fun. I will get a chance to get on there, but he was anxious, and I really like my boys being available and helpful, so giving them the opportunities like this make them want to come out. dense clay.
I mean, even that, it's wanting to lift it up as I'm trying to dig.
Right. Okay, let's take it over by the cedar tree. Now we're going to go over and dig a real hole, well, for a real purpose. We have in our family right now a pet that is that has passed, and we need to dig a hole. This ground is miserable. I've said that plenty of times. We're going to dig a hole for that, and then we're going to do a few other projects with this machine while we have it. This right here is sort of our pet cemetery. We have several pets here. This is our daughter's dog. His name is Romeo. And Romeo and Carson were buddies. And Carson is the most recent passed pet. So we're going to try to put a grave right here next to Romeo. We're going to try to get in right next to Romeo's grave. Okay. And when you were digging that hole, what I noticed was, so that bucket swings out, and when you get down in the bottom of that hole, because it's deep, the bucket needs to be forward, because as it comes down, that the teeth curl up. So swing that thing, when you get the hole dug, you know, you're several feet deep, then have that bucket curled out, so when you come down, it digs more, you know, digs deeper instead of just scraping, and then you don't come up with very much. I'm going to scratch a rectangle to give you a guide. So that rectangle, that's where you're gonna go. That grass was so pretty. Pretty good at this. Maybe if that park ranger thing doesn't work out, something he hopes to do, he can be a heavy equipment operator.
Every time, I feel like it might be better to dig at it a little bit and then pull it out.
Yeah, maybe. We have an experience where a few years ago we used a tractor bucket to dig a grave for a goat that had died, and that hole was probably maybe 2.5 feet deep. and the coyotes actually dug the goat up and dragged it away. So that wasn't deep enough. Everything that's dug here, all the pets that are buried here are at least 3 feet deep. This soil right here, if we were digging it by hand with shovels, would be miserable, painful, and would take a week. Maybe not a week, but it would take a very long time. Another thing that would have made this hole very difficult is all those smaller tree roots. We would have had to cut through all of those with a shovel. Coco's wondering what's going on out there.
Good, 4 feet, not 3 feet.
It's at least 3 feet. It looks deeper.
Here, hold this. It's a good 3 feet.
Yep. I think that'll be deep enough.
I imagine so.
We're at about 38 inches. I ended up not shooting a very good ending to that video, and I didn't realize until I was in the edit and it was already dark. I can't go back outside and shoot that. So here's your ending. Thanks for watching. There's several projects coming up, including that mini excavator. You get to see Espen do a lot more work on that. He's really good at it. But for now, thanks again for watching. I'll talk to you soon.